Hey everybody! Today's video is for my crafty friends blog hop, and it's just a very quick mixed media card featuring that gorgeous leaf stencil that was in my last video, and a simple ink blending technique with the addition of another medium. So I have a card front here, and I have two colors of Gina K ink set up. I wanted this to be a fall card, and I wanted to create a background that had a complementary color to what I'm going to be using for my focal point, which actually is a color combination inspired by Pokemon Go. So in Pokemon Go, there are versions of characters that are called shiny, and the shiny version are a totally different color combo usually. And there was one in particular that is my favorite shiny I've ever caught because it had the most gorgeous color combo. It was a brightish olive green and an aqua, and it's a little fish called a Carvana. And I thought when I caught this shiny, that would make a gorgeous color combo for a card. So I decided to color my pumpkin in the Carvana color combo and then put it on a complementary color background. So I knew I needed warm yellows and oranges to play off of those cool teals and aquas that were going to be on my pumpkin. So I went with three colors that I thought would really do that well. So oranges and yellows, and then I will put a little bit of paper glaze on top of there. Now, when I'm ink blending, I'm just doing it here and there because leaves aren't typically a uniform color all the way across. And I'm going to do some darker and lighter colors together. So I thought I would just sort of spot color with my life-changing blender brushes. So I did just an orange, and then I'm going to do this more bricky color in another spot and just try to give the feeling of fall. Now, I do recommend taping down your stencils when you do this, especially with stencils that are as delicate as this one is, because you don't want to get kind of that blurring you can get when your stencil shifts on you a little bit. You always want to go around the outside of the stencil so you get the shape of the leaf. And then I'm adding just a little bit of some darker brown into that leaf to really finalize that fall feeling. Now, if I lift it up and look, then I didn't tape my paper down, so it moved. So all of that advice I was giving you about taping everything down, I didn't even take my own advice. So there you go. But it's easy enough to put it back in place and then carry on with what you're doing. Now, I have the Daffodil paper glaze, and over darker colors, I said this in a previous video, this ends up looking like gold. And so that is what I chose for this. I thought it would go well with the colors that I used. So this is such a bright, happy color. Now, I don't want to cover the whole thing, obviously, that I just ink blended. So I'm just going to put it here and there and make sure that I'm leaving a flat space on my card for the sentiment and for the focal point. So this will add dimension to the card base that I won't be able to stamp over. So I'm just being sort of strategic about where I'm going to put that dimensional paper glaze. And I love the way this looks. It's so shimmery and perfect. So if I lift that up, always put the lid back on your paper glaze quickly so that it doesn't dry out. One of the things I love about this product is how quickly it dries, but you don't want that happening in the jar. So put your lid on, don't get distracted. Don't be like I am with my glue where I leave the lid off for days at a time. And when I lift the stencil off, you can already see the shimmer as I remove the card. I just love the way this looks. It's so amazing. And put on there randomly, it's so beautiful. Just such a warm, happy fall image. And I have plenty of space to stamp my sentiment and to put my little pumpkin. So here's what the finished card looks like. Head over to my blog for a 20% off coupon today. And thanks so much for watching.